Good evening, everyone. A warm greetings to all of you and a heartfelt welcome to the professionals coming together with a shared commitment to learning, innovation, and professional growth to Bridgeview Academy, online certification program on design thinking for HR innovation and reimagining process excellence. Today marks a significant milestone for us, a program thoughtfully curated and designed to empower HR professionals with practical, hands-on design thinking tools to reimagine HR processes and create meaningful, employee-centric solutions. We are truly delighted to have you as part of this cohort, and we sincerely appreciate your trust in joining us on this learning journey. In today's rapidly evolving workplace, HR is no longer limited to policies and processes. It is about designing experiences, solving real problems, and creating value for people and organizations. This program has been created to help you understand employees deeply, followed by reimagine HR challenges creatively, design innovative HR solutions, implement scalable and impactful HR practices. As academic director, I look forward to interacting with you throughout this program and supporting your learning journey at every stage. At this juncture, it is my privilege to acknowledge and welcome a leader whose vision and commitment have played a vital role in bringing this initiative to life. We are privileged to have the support and guidance of Mr. Murli Kasinath sir, CEO, FirstJob Human Capital, Genta Recruit, and Bridgeview Academy, whose leadership continues to drive impactful learning and professional development initiatives. Sir, your vision for creating meaningful learning opportunities for HR professionals has been instrumental in shaping this program. I request Murli sir to share his welcome address and words of encouragement for our participants. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind words, for welcoming, heartful welcoming. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
And
sir.
thank you for your support too to initiative this impactful session. So first of all, I would like to welcome all the participants who is joining for this wonderful session. This session is basically was been designed based on the participant who have attended BARC workshop where they were been asking for the design thinking in HR process. As all of us know that design thinking is exclusive. It's exclusive only for the it was been told design thinking is for a technology side or manufacturing side. It's more related to manufacturing, scientific oriented like that. But it's not like that. Design thinking can be applied in HR too. Recently, HR is evolving in a like a larger impactful way where we have to incorporate all these technology changes. We have to the behavioral changes and the functionality changes. All those have to be incorporated. And ma'am, this actually we are basically a Skill India Foundation. We are implementing an apps apprenticeship program across India. We have a lot of clients working, more than 700 plus clients we are working, industries we are working with various industries, where we are also seeing, we are be connected with a lot of HR and, plant managers and, like unit heads, marketing, various people we have connected. Understanding all this connection, we have to give back something to all our connections. So based on the brainstorming and the need-based analysis, we decided to go for a course. And for this course also, we are bringing the, like appropriate trainers where they are available. We are calling them. We are paying for them also for training session for the and at the final, the final end, we need the participant have to participate and take benefit of the course. I welcome all of you present here, and some more participants are also expect to participate. The more than 42 participants are expected to participate, but I seeing very less numbers. Hopefully, they will also join and the session when we start. We'll no need to wait for them. We can start the session for the people who have joined earlier. I will also give my special mention to Gen Z for supporting us and being a speaker and being a trainer for this session. and she is going to take forward this session for this full month. And the session is going to be on every Saturday, Sunday. Please cooperate, all these participants. Please cooperate with the trainer and support him. And the timing also you can discuss with them. And if it is aligned for all of us in the same time, we can also have some modification on the time also. Thank you all participants. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Jency. Thank you, Jency, for supporting us. And many more program also we are designing to bring it into this forum under the Bridgeview Academy. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and continued support. Your insight truly set the tone for the learning journey ahead. Now it gives me a pleasure to introduce and welcome our trainer for this program. We extend a warm welcome to Ms. Jency Jose, who will be guiding us through this exciting journey of design thinking for HR innovation. Ms. Jency brings valuable expertise and practical insights that will help you explore new ways of thinking, problem solving, and innovation in HR. We are confident that under her guidance, this program will be engaging, insightful, and highly practical learning experience for all the participants. With that, I'm delighted to formally hand over the session to Ms. Jency to begin the learning journey. Once again, welcome to the Bridgeview Academy learning community, and I wish each and every one of you a rewarding and a transformative learning experience. Over to you, Jency. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Murli sir, for the heartful welcome. So this is like, first of all, what I would like to say is, if the participants are okay with the camera on, you can on that. That is fine for us, because anyway, this course or this lecture is going to be, this will very interactive. So we will have the questions, we will have a small task we will do. So it will be, anyway, it will be interactive. So if you, all the participants, if you are okay with the camera on, you can do that. Okay. And whenever you are having, if any doubts, or if you are stuck at any point, you can raise your hand. Okay, fine. So I welcome everyone, Shanti ma'am, Murli Kashinath sir, and all the participants, each and every participants to the session today. So I'll, for the first time, first of all, I'll share my screen. Yes. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible to you all. Can you just give me thumbs up if it is visible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So today's session is actually going to deal with introduction to HR innovation and design thinking. It would be the introduction session. We will have the glimpse of what are the course details, what are the steps that we are going to do in the further moving classes forward, how we will deal with the complete course. Everything will be done in today's session. So it's me, the session facilitated by Shensi. So I would just like to give a small intro about myself. Okay. So this is me. I'm into design thinking and innovation. I do mentoring people. So this is, of course, a people-centric problem solving concept. So I do that. Basically, I'm from easy background. Currently, I'm having another role as techno commercial associate. I'm dealing with that role also for embedded system for many companies like Mahindra, all the electric vehicles, EV vehicle companies. I'm coordinating with them. So if you all would like to connect with me, please scan this. You can get me in touch with in LinkedIn. You can do that. So I'm just giving a few seconds for you. So just scan it. You can connect with me there. Okay. Yes.
Jency, can you switch off this pop-up? Some pop-up is there.
Okay.
Allow
Yes.
it. Allow it. That's okay.
I'm trying to do, it's not working. Yeah, it's gone now.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I hope you all will be very much eager to connect with me. Okay, yes. So first of all, I'll just give a glimpse about the complete data, like how we are going to deal with the session, how the session will, what will be the session flow. So first of all, we will be doing with HR innovation design thinking the introduction, which will be done today. So all these details will be discussed in today's session, like how the traditional way of HR process, how when design thinking get into that, what are the changes that had occurred, or how creativity and innovation, how these things are getting involved in that, what is the difference in that. Then we have what is design thinking, everything we will be just getting in like in detail of all these concepts. Then we have the next session that is tomorrow we will be having the session 2 that is based on empathize. So maybe by now, like today you may not be able to, maybe some people will be already into design thinking, or they will be having all the informations regarding this, but still I'll just give a simple like small glimpse about all those data. So we have the empathy part tomorrow. It will be like how we can deal with the empathy step of design thinking, which is the first step. So how the problem should be dealt with human centered approach, so that all things will be done tomorrow. And the third session will be the mapping. Again, it comes under the empathy step. So how the mapping will be done, how the journey map will be.
Jency can't able to hear you. Hello.
Not audible, ma'am.
Yeah,
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Jency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you hear me now?
yeah. Now it's okay.
No, now it's clear.
Okay, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Yeah, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, again, a pop-up has come again.
Okay. Yes, done?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I'll just present it. Yeah. So, was it like from the beginning I was not audible?
No, from the second, from empathize.
Okay, yeah. From here.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is the empathy part. I'll just start it again, like from the empathy part, I'll start it. So empathy part is just dealing with how the employees feel.
Jency, have you connected your mobile also with your system? Your this system has been connected through the mobile, or
In
you are
laptop.
directly taking in the laptop? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So like this is how the empathy will go on. And then we have the third session. Third session is mapping. So this also comes under actually empathy session. This is a continuation of the second, that is the first step of design thinking, that is empathy. So you have the employee life cycle, what are their touch points or what are their pain points, how the journey mapping, how can we do that, what are the techniques to do that, everything will be dealt in the third session. Then moving on, we will have the fourth session, that is the second step of design thinking, that is defining the problem, understanding the problem, what like how we should define a problem, like am we like are we doing it in right way or wrong way? Because this step is very very important. If we define the problem properly, then only the other steps will go fine. Now, then we have the third step of design thinking, that is ideate, where we will deal with the techniques. Each session we will be dealing with the techniques apart from today's session, that is introductory session. All the sessions we will have the techniques, we will have the tools, how to help us to reach in that in that concept, how to do with that concept, deal with that concept, everything will be done. And then this is the fourth step of design thinking, that is prototype, how to build the prototype. That will be done in that. Then we have the last step, that is testing step. So this will be the step we will be having. We will use all our tools and we will test it. whether it is working or not, we will check that. All these will be done in this. So now, so quickly, I'm just having one short video. So I'll be sharing my screen and I'll be showing that video to you. Just a minute. Okay, so in this video, you just see this like how this is just a very small short video where you will get actually a very good idea. So I'm just going to share that video with you.
Hello, are you my family? Hello, are you my family? You don't have a family and we're all going to die. Sorry. What? You don't have a family and we're all going to die. Sorry. What?
So this is actually like how when somebody like maybe a new employee or it could be a trainee, when they join the company, this is the discussion which will going on, overall discussion which will be going on actually. So moving on, we will see how can we, or through this design thinking, how can we change the mindset of the employees or the trainers, whoever it is, who joins the company or institutions, whatever it is, like firms, how we have to change their mindset, or we have to help them in building a positive mindset. So for this, the design thinking concepts help it a lot, so that the employee or the trainer is hired from that time onwards, or from that moment onwards, how they could deal or how they could nurture a positive environment around them. So, moving forward, we will just go deep into the 5 steps of design thinking, how we are dealing with those. So, we will do that one. Yes, I'm sharing my screen again. Yeah, I hope you can see my screen. Yes. Okay, so this is like why we need this session actually. So I have jotted some few points here. So HR is not, it's actually the phase or the position, the designation of HR is actually at a transformation point. We are not dealing with any of the methods that were using maybe 10 years before or 20 years before. We are not going to not going to use it again. We are actually at the change of, at the point of transformation or change, correct? So employee expectations we have, it is also rapidly evolving. The company expectations are changing accordingly, like we have the outside pressures. So according to that, the employee mindset is also changing, the company mindset is changing, the CEO mindset is changing. So now currently what we require is, it should be a need for human centered innovative HR practices, which will help, or which will that is like the employee, which will satisfy both the CEO, or maybe it could be the HR, or it could be the manager, or it could be the employee. Now, so this is actually an overview of the session. We have first we will be having this like complete overview. It is like human centered HR philosophy. We will be dealing with that shift from traditional to design thinking, why we have to, why that shift is required actually, then how we will deal with, or how we will make the ideas into implementation phase, or how to make it an impact to the employees. And we have the design thinking framework for HR transformation. Then how to use it actually now in real world, what are the applications, what are the use cases. So we will deal with all these. Now, so you may ask me like, so this, let me like start with a question actually. So do you feel that this HR today is same as that of 5-10 years ago? It won't be, definitely not, correct? So actually now the employees expect more then it is not just like salary that they want to stick to. They actually oversee, like they would like to see whether the company is able to meet their expectations, whether there is a flexibility in working, what is the purpose of me to work in this company, how my career growth is going to happen, what is my personalized experiences. So all these things are all these things are actually taken into consideration by the employee. Okay, so sometimes they want the hybrid mode of work, more digital transformations they need. Then they have to, like they are in like they have to increase the competition for their talent. It is not like if I'm put into one company, or if I'm hired by a company, it is not just I want to sit idle, like with whatever experiences I have or whatever concepts I have learned from my previous companies. It is not like that. Now the employees had started to think in such a way that how my growth happens in this particular company. So employees have started to think in that way. The manager or the CEO or HR, whoever it is, they have started in thinking like how I can make use of this particular employee to meet my needs, to reach the expected maybe the outcome of the company. So now, so that it is actually, it had now become a strategic partner that directly impacts the business outcome. So how the outcome should be, everything is set actually. So that is why we need the innovation in HR. That is not like optional nowadays. Before it was optional, like HR was not having not much part. Of course they had, but not as if the innovative kind of their involvement that is happening nowadays. So now innovation in HR side is also not just optional, that now it had become actually the essential thing to lead the company. So now you may be having the question like, what is traditional? Because I told that we are having traditional, we had the traditional way of doing all the process in all the companies, and we have the design thinking. How design thinking, if it is involved to that, what are the changes that will happen? So that is what I have just picturized here. So you can see that a traditional way of thinking or traditional thinking process, how it had been or how it was done for many years before. So it is like process driven assumptions. There are some assumptions based, you can see here, linear approach. Then it is like top down decisions come from the top, or efficiency focused, we have all those. Then we have the static systems. Nowadays the very very important thing is now we have the dynamic system actually. Everything, every time it is getting changed, every step. If we need any further more, if we are expecting a little bit more, we are making the system, the complete system, as dynamic nowadays. So it was control oriented before, but now see the design thinking. If the design thinking is involved or included into the complete process, how it changes, you can see it from here. We have the experience driven. So before it was actually process driven, but now we are dealing with the experience driven. And then we have all those empathy, iterative approach, in the sense, actually in traditional way we had something which is fixed, which is built, and which is fixed actually. Nothing is going to change there, nothing is going to like it will be static kind of, steady kind of, stagnant kind of thing. But now when we are implanting the design thinking into that we have the, it is kind of a little bit kind of dynamic experience. We deal with the empathy based empathy, like feelings of our customers, clients. We again, if one way is not working, we are going back, we do the rework, we again work on it, we find a better way, and then come back with the new technique, and we are ready. We are ready means not only the HR, the manager, the whole company itself is ready to implement that one. So it is kind of a collaborative kind of thing. Impact is very much focused in that. Before we have the focus on only efficiency. That is what I told, the employees actually need to, before it was just like work, but now the employees are also expecting something better. Like that is flexible, the purpose, my growth, how I should grow, what will be, if I'm continuing in this company, what is the advantage for me, what is the advantage for the company. So everything is like taken into consideration actually nowadays. So it should be impact focused, adaptive mindset, and it is like a creative kind of thing. So this is actually like how the traditional way, and if design thinking is involved in that, how it changes. So that is what actually. Now moving on to the next one, we have actually this is actually very important topic, that is creativity versus innovation. Actually most of the people think that creativity and innovation both are same. Actually this is not same at all. We often use these terms interchangeably, but actually they are very much different. So creativity is actually just about we generate the ideas. That is actually creativity, is we generate new ideas. That is what it's meant by creativity. But when we deal with innovation, it is not that generating ideas. Of course ideas will be there, but we will be dealing more, or we will be focusing more on implanting these ideas, how we can implant these ideas. So in HR we already like have a lot of the HR, we already have a lot of ideas, but the real challenge is how to execute that one. So creativity we have dealt with, that is just generating the ideas, but innovation is something that will help you to turn your ideas into practical solutions. That's where innovation stands actually. Creativity is just generating ideas, but innovation is like how it will generate the new ideas, implement it, and make it into practical solutions. So now okay, so now I'm just going to give you an activity. This everyone can do that. Okay, so this is like even you are from HR side or not, you can just try this one. This is a 5-minute activity actually. So this you what you have to do is you have to think of one HR process in your organization that frustrates the employees. So maybe I have given some examples here. It could be the onboarding, it could be the leave approval, or it could be the performance reviews, or it could be the pulse surveys that happens, or it could be the feedback forms that will be there, monthly feedback form or a weekly feedback form, whatever it is. It could be anything. So what you all have to do is take 5 minutes, okay, and think of one HR process in your organization that frustrates employees. What you think, which is that you can use any. Okay, I for like just for example I have given these points. You can use any, whatever comes to your mind, you can use that. So yeah, so everyone have to do this activity. As I told you before, this is like a completely an activity based session. It will be interactive kind of. So this is the first activity. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. uh, yes, so your time starts now. Yes, so everyone can start it now actually. 5 minutes, okay. If you want, I'll on the timer also here. Give me 1 second. Okay, done. So time up. Yeah, so I would like anyone, maybe we can have 2 or 3 participants to share what you have, what is the activity that you have done, what is that you have written. So who would like to share that? Anyone? As I told you, it will be interactive. So yes, anyone who just would like to share it to others, like that one particular process which was actually frustrating, or which is actually frustrating for employees. Anyone?
Yeah, let me start, Jansi. Actually, this
Yes.
leave approval is continuously it is being in, like, whether who to approve, whether it is from HR side or it is from the unit side. And in unit, who will be the, the reporting person, or this continuously we have, this is getting a frustration to the approval of leave. This is the point one. Point
Okay.
two, a point to taking a decision on the national leave. Like, when there is in Tamil Nadu, if we give leave, then there is a, some people have to work in North India, they have to work. Nowadays, the restricted leave holidays also came. So this is becoming a frustration nowadays into the organization. This is my point of view.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for sharing. Yeah. Anyone else would like to? I want more people to come forward. Actually.
Yeah, Jency, from my point, I feel that one is a job satisfaction survey, which a
Yeah.
employee feels that survey is being conducted, but no action is being taken much according to their own satisfaction level. And
Okay. Yeah.
in turn, one more important thing is the exit interview. They feel that action is
Okay.
not being taken, and at the end of the day, when we are leaving, you conduct an exit interview. So, what is the
Okay.
use of it? So,
Yeah.
these are the two
Exactly,
areas
ma'am.
which I normally feel.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I want 2 more people to share. Please come forward. Actually, our sessions, all the lectures will be this kind of like we will interact. We will interact as a group. It will be of that kind only. Anyone else? 2
Yes,
more,
please.
please.
This is
Yeah.
Arvind. Yeah,
Okay.
this is
Yeah. Can you
Arvind.
just introduce,
Uh,
sir?
this is Arvind. I'm working in Victus as a senior HR manager,
Okay.
so which is
Okay.
located at Udmalpet, nearby Tirupur.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
another most frustrated part means performance appraisal, biased performance appraisal.
Okay.
So
Okay.
while reviewing the applications, activities, KPI, KRA, so on, so extra, but end of the
Mm.
day or end of the year, that expectations will not meet out. So obviously, another 1 year I have to wait. So it will make the people upset.
Okay. Okay. So you feel that like those targets that we are giving, they are not able to. It is like overburden, or they are not doing it.
Whether it is I'm achieving the target or not, whatever it is.
Okay.
If you are evaluating my performance, I'm meeting the KPI or KRA.
Okay.
Say all the person cannot achieve the targets all the times.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes it gaps will be there. So we need
Ah.
to check it out whether they have given their best or not. That's the only thing. It should not
Okay.
be based on the face value or biased or personal relationship.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So most of
Anything
them,
more, sir?
the things
Ah.
will be biased. That's it.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Thank you, sir, for sharing. Anyone? One more person. I want one more person. Anything it could be. You can share.
Calculating the total work hours, if there is any late or shortages,
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So yeah, that
attendance
is
issue.
what. Ah. Okay. So these are some of the things that we are facing as problems, or it may be like we have not yet find the complete solution. Anyway, we will be finding the solutions for all these problems actually by the end of the whole complete course. Okay, so moving forward, we will do. Thank you for all those who have shared actually. So I'm just going to start with our the actual session, that is how the design thinking, how the concepts, everything. So I'll share my screen again. Yes, just a minute. Give me 1 second. Yeah, sharing my screen. Yes, I hope you all can see my screen. Yes. Okay, so we are going to start at how or what is design thinking. So as I told you before, it is human-centered problem-solving approach that we use here. We focus on understanding the user needs actually deeply. User means you can take it as an employee here or your client, your customer, whoever it is. Then we encourage the experimentation and iteration. So how the iteration happens, everything I will discuss in the next slide. So here, actually, we are combining the creativity that we have already discussed with practicality. So actually, innovation happens here, and it is basically used in across the industries, whichever field. Like even though it is in industries, it is stick to the all the levels. It may be to the tech team, or it may be to the manager side, or it could be to the HR, whoever it is. So what happens as a result of involving this design thinking into this process? So it balances the desirability, feasibility, and viability. That is what happens actually when we involve or we are including this design thinking concept into the complete process actually. So now getting into the topic, design thinking, we have actually 5 steps in design thinking. In the first and foremost step is empathize. Then we have the next step, second step, that is define. Then we have the third, that is ideate, then prototype, and finally the test. So throughout the whole course, as I have told you, we will be dealing with each step. Okay, so empathy part, we will start with the empathy part, the first step tomorrow. So as a whole, if we look into this concept, we have the 5 steps. So it starts with empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and test. This could be actually, we may think by these terms, we may think that, oh, this is actually applicable only to the tech side. As Sir had already told, it is only to the engineers. No, this thing actually, it is applicable to even to the engineers. Also along with that, it is applicable to the HR side. So now, okay, I'll just play one video so you can just see how the empathy is actually very much important for leading the HR role, how we should do with or how should we deal with the empathy part. So I'm just going to play that one for you. So yeah, give me 1 second. I'll share my screen with yes, I'm sharing.
The importance of empathy. We all live in our own version of reality, a reality that is limited by our senses, our temperament, and our own experiences. It is the only reality we will ever truly know, but it is crucial to our personal development, our relationships, and to society itself that we make the effort to try and experience other people's realities as well. This is done through empathy. Simply stated, empathy is an active attempt to understand another person's perspective, their emotions, and in essence, their reality. We are social animals, and our ability to communicate and understand each other's emotional states is key to maintaining our relationships. So it is little wonder that the ability to empathize is hardwired directly into our brains. One area that assists in this process is the right supramarginal gyrus, which helps us to distinguish our own emotional state from that of another person, and plays a key role in our ability to observe and assess what other people are experiencing. Studies from Neuron Science Journal suggest that we have systems of mirror neurons in our brains that cause us to mimic the actions of others. That is why when we see someone yawn, we will often yawn in reply. And when we observe someone experiencing joy or pain, we experience the same sensation to a certain extent. But these reactions are primarily driven by subconscious reflexes. In order to be truly empathic, you have to actively think beyond yourself and your own concerns. You can develop this empathic skill by practicing some simple habits. Be observant of others. We tend to spend the majority of our day dwelling on ourselves, caught up in our own daily routines and digital distractions. But taking the time to observe others around you is a good first step in developing your empathy. Watch and wonder. Try to focus on the person's state of being rather than categorizing or labeling them. Ask yourself, what kind of day are they having? How are they feeling? Challenge yourself to genuinely care about their well-being. Curiosity about others is the first step to expanding your empathy. Use active listening. During a conversation, especially a heated one, most people formulate the response before the other person even finishes their statement. This form of communication is more verbal combat than an exchange of ideas or opinions. Avoid this reflex by slowing down. Rather than rushing to reply, take a moment to consider the other person's statement. Ask follow-up questions to better understand what the speaker intended. Try to understand their emotional state and the deeper motivations behind their statement. What life experiences led them to their current worldview? Remember, you don't need to share someone's opinion in order to understand it and acknowledge it. And listening will help inform and expand your own opinion. Open up. Learning more about other people's experiences is a key element to seeing the world through someone else's eyes. But it is also important to open up about your own feelings and experiences. Empathy is a two-way street that at best is built upon mutual understanding. Through a combination of uncovering the deeper motivations of someone else's position and expressing our own underlying concerns, we often discover a shared commonality, even with those who hold different beliefs than ours. Through the practice of keeping an open mind, empathy helps us challenge prejudice, find commonality, and expand our moral universe. Without it, we are apt to label people outside our circle as the other, the problem, or the enemy. These labels draw lines in the sand that prevent us from moving forward or growing. It cuts us off from the realization that the human experience is a shared experience. We have much more in common than we think, and are really
So actually, this is what we feel with the concept of empathy, trying to understand others, trying to understand, not only just understand, uh, trying to know what he or she needs. It could be customer, it could be our client, what he needs or she needs. Thinking about like in their view, in their perspective, what is the problem that they are facing, and trying to solve it. So this is how the empathy deals with. So now we are moving to the next part, why this matters or how it could be done. So we are going to deal with those part actually. So yes, sharing my screen again. Yeah. So why this actually, what is the need of this empathy, or why it matters? So empathy is actually very much required. Empathizing to others is actually very much required because it is understanding our own employees. Or it is not just through the data that they have provided to us, but through the conversation. It could be the observations, the real experiences that we are having with them. Like for example, like instead of assuming that onboarding is working well, we talk to the new hires like and understand their struggles. It could be. So this is where the real insights actually come from. So what will happen, or what is advantage for us when we do all these things? So it improves the employee experience in our company, increases the engagement, the retention, which is very very important. We know that some of the employees join, they leave first month or second month, maybe sometimes without informing. All these happens actually. One day one fine day they will just maybe won't be picking our call or whatever it could be. So these all things actually, when empathy, why empathy matters, because it drives better HR solutions. So as I have already told you, empathy is just seeing the world through the employee's eyes, but without it, HR solutions, it will be missing it. Correct? Yes. So now moving to the next. So we have dealt with the first step of design thinking, that is empathy. Now moving to the second step. So second step here, you have the define phase actually. So a define phase, how it will deal with. So this is where the problem statements comes actually. So how the problem statement, what is the problem? We have to first of all identify the problem. So that all comes under this phase. We have to identify the problem. We have to define the problem, because sometimes all those problems that we have identified, it won't be a real problem actually. For us, it feels like that is the problem, but it won't be. So we should be able to understand actually what is the problem, actual problem there. So for that, we have to define the problem statement, which is very simple. So during the session for the define phase, I'll be like giving you the idea how to define your problem statement, how to deal with that, how to double check whether the problem statement that you have written is the right one or not. All those things we will deal. So what this phase will do actually? So it will clarify the problem. It focuses on synthesizing user research, like to how to clearly identify the problem. It should be like user centered. Actually, all the complete design thinking process is actually relying on the human centered, user centered approach. So how to create the problem statement, the relevant problem statement, we will deal with all those, everything we will deal with. Then how to identify the insights. There are ways, different ways to identify the insights. Actually, how we will do that, that also we will be doing it. How to set the direction for solutions. So we won't be in the defined state. Actually, in design thinking, the very peculiar thing is, if we are dealing with one state, that is empathy state, we will stick on only to the empathy state. If we are dealing with the second step, that is the define phase, we will be sticking only to the define phase. We won't be going for the solution, because when we ask a group of students or HR or whoever, if we are asking like a group activity, to do a group activity, what happens is, when I say that define your problem, everyone, what they will do is, first of all, many of them will see the chat GPT. They will see what is the problem, and they will come up with the whole complete solution. 2 3 solutions, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 solutions, they all will come up with actually. So this phase is actually not the solution phase. Define phase means you have to do only one thing. You just define your problem. That's it. Nothing more you have to do. Just you will frame the problem statement, and you will stick on to the problem statement, where we will be having the idea, who is having the problem, what is the problem, how, like what they are facing. Everything will be in one clear problem statement, one single statement it will be. So in this phase, we don't want to come up with any solutions. We just have to think what is the problem that we are facing, and make it into a statement. That's it. So that is this phase actually. Then we have the third step of design thinking, that is ideate. This, I think you all will be knowing, like what is idea, how the idea, like how you people come up with ideas. But idea means like, how we will do this is, we will divide the, if we are having some problem, we will divide the group, we will divide them into the different small groups. So maybe one group will be, each group will be having 2 3 people in that. We will divide them. Each group will come up with new ideas. So that is what will happen. Each group will come up with the new ideas, and we will sometimes we will think that, okay, this idea is just like a very simple one, this is not required. We will think in that way, but actually sometimes that will be the good working one. So that is why we are making our employees or the crowd or the group into again subcategory. To each group, we will give the problem statement and tell them to generate ideas. Each group will come up with 5 to 6 ideas. So just say that, we can think that we are having a group of 5 members, and total 5 groups are there. So if each group is coming with 5 ideas, it is 25 ideas, correct? So we have a problem statement. To solve that problem statement, it won't be like all the 25 ideas will be solution, no. But to understand which is the appropriate idea that will work for the company, this phase will actually helps. That is the ideate phase. We will have all the 25 solutions. That is, for example, I'm saying 25 ideas we will be having. We will take up with all the idea. We will see which one is working for your company, and you will be trying to implement 1 or 2 from that. So that is how, for that also we should understand which is the best idea for our company. So in ideate phase, we will deal with those tools and those examples, how we can analyze and how we can select which is the best idea that works for your company. So that will be dealt in this session. That is how ideate works actually. Now, moving to the last one, that is means second last one, that is prototype. So, prototype means we may think that prototype is just like engineering concept we have nothing to do with, but no, actually prototype is a very best useful method to find whether to check whether your idea, whatever ideas or solutions that you're having in your mind, it will work or not. So for example, you can see that here the prototype of design process I have given here. So first thing is actually the paper prototype. So paper prototype means you can just have one complete A4 sheet, then you can fold it into 8 parts. So if you're having the problem statement, you have to find or you will be having the ideas. You have to write down those ideas in those 8 sections. So that is how the paper prototyping works. This is actually done. This can be done in design thinking for HR. This can be done by the tech people also. Now, next comes the low fidelity digital prototyping. So this is how we use the help of in the second step, that is in the second one, that is low fidelity digital prototyping part. We won't be having much features into like this. We use the AI or we use the AI concept into this and all. So we will be developing our own solutions with the help of AI tools. So here in this low fidelity digital prototyping, we will just have what is the features that we will include to solve this problem. That will be dealt in low fidelity. But when it comes to the high fidelity, we will use all the AI tools, all the features, the naming, the different subcategories, how to solve the problem, the complete frames will be done using the high fidelity. Then, okay, of course, the tech people will go for the coding part. Coding part, is that required for HR process? Of course. That is how you are able to use or how you are able to make your employees into the LMS platforms, or if you want to do the surveys, automatic surveys, everything is done with the coding part, right? So of course, coding part it should be dynamic, it should not be static, it should be changed depending upon the nature of your employees. So this is the second last step of the design thinking process for HR. That is, we will build quick and simple solutions, which is low cost. Low cost it will be. Then it will be. We also will make the MVPs, that is, create minimum viable solutions. Then testing the ideas, iterating it, then encouraging the feedback. Yes, all these things, learning through practical execution, all these things will be done with the help of prototype. So this step is also very important in design thinking, because it is a step where we are trying to implement. Because from starting, what you have done, you have seen empathy, so you understand what your employee feels. Next step is defining. So what is the problem of your employee? You have you have defined it. Third step is ideate. You are finding ideas, how the defined problem statement can be solved. What are all the ideas you will do in ideate phase? Next, you will be coming to the prototype phase, where you will start building or you will start implementing of this. Like whatever you have done, what all the steps that you have dealt with, you will start trying to implement. Maybe it will work. If it is not working, we will again go, because design thinking, the complete HR design thinking in HR process, the complete process is not actually linear. In any step, if we are finding it not satisfied with that particular solution or idea, we will go back again. Maybe you have reached till the prototype phase, and then you are coming to know that this was not the problem which I'm facing actually, or this is not the real problem my employee is facing. So what you people have to do is, you have to go back again to the second stage, that is define stage, and define it properly, then you will rework. So that is what I told. Design thinking is never a linear process. It is non-linear. At whichever phase you feel that you are stuck, you go back, or whichever step you feel that you are wrong, you will go back. How you will come to know that in that particular step you are wrong? That is where design thinking helps actually. When you go through the steps, you will come to know. For this, we will use the different tools and all, which helps you to understand that, am I doing the design thinking process in the right way? whether this is a real problem that my employee is facing, or if the manager is thinking like, is this the real problem my HR is facing? That is how the complete process will go on. So as I told, it is non-linear. Anytime we will go back, we will redefine, we will go through the new steps again and come back with the right solution. So prototype is that phase where we start doing the implementation of everything. Now, moving to the next. Finally, yes, this is a test phase. So if I would like from our participants, what will be this test phase? Anyone can share to me, to all the audience, like what is this test phase actually? You people may be doing it. So what is this test phase? Anyone? Simply just what is testing actually? Because we have now I have given you the description of all the steps. That is empathy we will deal with, then we have the define step, then we will have the ideate step, then we have prototype step. So basically, for as per your perspective, what is testing or what is test? Anyone?
Checking whether it will work or not, the prototype what we have designed.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. Fine. Anyone else?
Instead of mass, we will try it on someone and see, or it's like a trial and error method.
Okay, so Shanti ma'am had told that it is checking. Okay, you have told that it is like trial and error method. Fine. Yeah. Anybody else is having any other perspective? What could be testing actually? Anyone? Just testing. Whatever you know, yes, you can share. I need more participants. Because next session onwards, like you all will be in teams, you will have your own team, you will have your own team activity, you will have marks for that. So it will be just completely like interactive. Anyone, maybe two to three people, maybe. Can you just share what is test phase?
Yeah. So test phase is collecting the results, whatever we have done.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, fine. Yeah, anyone? Two more. What will be testing?
See that how we are implementing and also whether it is the original plan is working or not.
Okay.
Likewise, okay, so it is a kind of assessing the things, whatever happened, whatever we ideated, and also come into practice.
Okay, sir. Yeah. One more person, one more. I'm waiting for one more person.
Can we say that our defined prototype or activities, what all things we have done, whether it is all meted our requirement or end result?
Okay, yeah, nice. So what you all have told, all those are actually correct. Testing is actually like finally we test the solution with real users. So you have told that it is trial and error, testing those like cases, how it works, everything. So what you have told is correct. That is finally, because we have gone through all the steps. Now the product is ready, kind of thing. Product means in our case it is like all the tools or all those things that we are going to implement. Okay, in our case that will be the product. So finally, yeah, anyone would like to speak? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. So finally, we test the solution with the real users. That is actually the testing phase. Prototype means it will be not the complete final product or final thing that we are going to implement. Then but testing, we will have the final thing. It could be like we collect the feedbacks, we collect the measure result, whatever results that you have measured, and refine the solution. So this complete process will be making it as continuous and adaptive one, correct? So till prototype, or we could say that first empathy part, we will just understand our employees, or we will understand our clients. That part will be done. we will define our problem statement, we will generate ideas for our problem statement, then we will move to the second last step, that is a prototype, where we will try to implement whatever we have collected till now, maybe whatever ideas we are trying to, like whether it will work or not, we will do in the prototype phase. But it is not the final product, correct? It is not the final thing, but still we have to do the prototype, a sample one, that we will do. Then we will move to the testing phase. But one more thing is, even like we are using the testing for the real users, if it is not working, what we will do? Again, we will go for the starting phase, because testing, as I told you, because the design thinking is never a linear process. Even at the testing phase, it could happen that whatever we have come up with is not working with the real users. So we go back again, like it is an iterative process. You go back, work again, which step that you have that had come wrong, then you will work there, redefine it, research on it, and then we'll come back with the positive, the better solutions, correct? Yes. So now, yes, let me share my screen again. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. I hope you all can see my screen. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is a testing phase, as I have told you. It is, we collect the feedbacks from users, evaluate the effectiveness of the solution, we identify the improved areas. If there are chances that we have to go back again to any of the previous steps, we will do that. Then we will validate our assumptions, because sometimes we work with assumptions. So we validate that in this stage. Then measure the outcomes. You already know, like what will be, the company will be having their outcomes, the fixed ones, dynamic ones, how it will change accordingly, everything. Then refine the solutions continuously, and we will ensure that everything is aligned with the user. That is because always this is human centered approach. The complete process is human centered approach, though. So the final one, who are like the final people who are going to use, will be the user, or it could be the client, or it could be the customer, anything, you can use any. So it is like, it should be aligned with the user needs actually. So now we are going again for one more activity. Okay, so all of you please get ready. This is the activity number 2. Okay, so if you could improve one HR experience tomorrow, what would it be? So for your example, for you to get some idea, I have just jotted down some examples here, like make onboarding more engaging, improve the communication, simplify leave process. It could be any. Okay, I just have mentioned like few examples here. It could be any. So whatever comes to your mind, all of you have to just make a note of it. If you could improve one HR experience tomorrow, what it would be? So this is the second activity. So we'll do one thing. Again, I'm going to give you 4 minutes. I'll give you. Okay. Yes. I'll keep the timer. I'll keep it. Okay. Yeah, we will take just 4 minutes for this, because it is very easy one, right? So we will take 4 minutes for this activity. I'm sharing my screen to you all. The timer, where you can see the timer.
Freela. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi, sir. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So I think everyone is ready with the task activity part. Okay, so who would like to go first? That is, if you could improve one HR experience tomorrow, what would it be? So, yeah, who would like to go first? Hello. Yeah, hi, sir.
Hi, this is Shivram here.
Oh,
Actually, I would like to strengthen the skill matrix which we used to collect every 6 months and to based on the competency instead of formality data collection. So that is what I
okay.
propose to change. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, we need more participants actually, because it is not like kind of some theory sessions that we are going. So we are going to do something that we are going to implement. So we need more participants in like people who shares. Yeah, anyone else? Hello. We need two, three, at least three people. Waiting for more people to share. No one else? You don't want to improve any of that, any of those experiences or any of those problems that you face, or
Actually, sorry, I was in the call, so I'm not sure whether others have given this idea. If you
okay,
ask
okay.
me, I would say that I will make the onboarding process from A to Z, including up to the exit interview, or everything will be digitalized. So instead of doing manual activity by the employee, so as soon as
Okay.
possible, connecting each point from A to Z, digitalized process. in HR.
Systematic one, correct?
Yeah, systematic.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That which will be dynamic also, that the employee, that will be easy for the employee or HR, both, correct?
Both
Yes.
accuracy will be accuracy will be higher, and employee will get satisfied because
Yeah.
all details will be fitted by him,
Yes.
so that he
Okay.
could get confident.
Okay, okay, sir. Yeah, thank you for sharing this. Yeah, anyone else? We need at least one more participant can share. Yes, please go ahead. Not one. If we have more participants, we all are very happy to listen to you. Like, what are your ideas actually? Because different people have different ideas always, correct? So it will be very helpful to know what other person feels or thinks actually. Yeah, actually we are doing the ideate phase actually. Everyone should have at least one idea. So we have actually 24 participants here. Okay, leave 3 or 4. We have around 20 participants. 20 ideas we will be getting now actually. Yes, one more participant. Can you please share your idea, what you
Good
feel?
evening, ma'am.
Hi, hello.
My name is Priya, ma'am. I'm working in
Okay.
OPG Power Generation, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for the
Ma'am, we
introduction,
can
ma'am.
give Best Employee Motivation Award, ma'am.
Okay. It is there actually, or you would like that
No,
in
no,
any
ma'am. No,
different?
ma'am. Actually, first we have started, ma'am. Then we stopped, ma'am. Now we encourage to employees means it would be useful, ma'am.
Okay. So you want to that system?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. For both on-roll and off-roll employees, ma'am. First we gave only on-roll employees, ma'am. If we
Okay.
encourage something little bit to off-roll employees also, they will feel very happy, ma'am. Then
Okay.
interest to work, ma'am.
Okay. What you feel actually that was stopped actually? Why it was stopped? What is the reason that you feel?
Ma'am, actually our industry is thermal power plant, ma'am.
Okay.
We have not received some schedules. Then we have them shutdown work, ma'am. That the
Okay.
time we have stopped, ma'am. Then update stop, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think all participants are from Tamil Nadu. Like all are Tamilians.
I am from
Yes.
Tamil Nadu, ma'am.
No, it's a
Yes,
mixed.
ma'am.
Gen Z, it is mixed. Across
Okay, sir.
India,
Okay.
people are there.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
But you
Yeah.
can speak in the participant, if they want, they can speak in Hindi, or if they want, they can speak in Tamil. If they want, they can speak in Malayalam. Any language they can speak, we can accommodate them. You are free to
Yeah.
express your thoughts in Tamil also, in Malayalam
Yeah.
also, in
Yeah.
Hindi,
Because
Oriya.
some
We have people.
people, yeah, some people
Even
have to
we
express.
have a translator also, like Shanti ma'am can translate in 4-5 languages also.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Priya. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. So, yeah. Anyone else would like to? Even though I said only one participant, if anybody else would like to share your experience, you all are actually welcome. Anybody else would like to share? Actually, because everyone is sharing new ideas. Actually, everything fresh ideas, we could say. Nothing is repeated. So we all are actually eager to know like what you feel, what the idea will be. Anyone more would like to? Yes, that's it. Okay, fine. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll continue with that. We have only few more concepts, so we will deal with that concepts actually. Yes. So I'll share my screen. I hope no one else would like to share your ideas. That's it. And thank you for all those who are shared actually, because all were valuable one actually. Yes. So sharing my screen. Yes. Okay, fine. So now we are just going to do, or we are just going to deal with a case study actually. So every time case study actually help us a lot to deal with the problem, to understand the problem, to identify it, then how to generate ideas, everything we can learn. We already have those examples to learn.